Hey there, and welcome. Today, we're diving deep into one of the brain's most fascinating structures, the hippocampus. This tiny, seahorse-shaped region plays a huge role in how we think, learn, and even remember our daily experiences. In fact, without it, forming new memories would be nearly impossible. But it does so much more than just help us remember. Let's explore why the hippocampus is so essential for brain health, memory, and overall cellular function. So, what exactly is the hippocampus? Well, it's part of the brain's limbic system, which is involved in emotions, learning, and memory. It's located in both hemispheres of the brain and is especially important for converting short-term memories into long-term ones. But its role goes beyond just storing memories. It's also one of the few areas of the brain where neurogenesis, the creation of new neurons, happens throughout life. Neurogenesis and why it matters. Neurogenesis is critical for keeping the brain adaptable and resilient. In a healthy hippocampus, new neurons are generated all the time, helping you learn new things, adapt to stress, and even regulate emotions. Research shows that neurogenesis slows down with age and in certain conditions like Alzheimer's disease or even in cases of uncontrolled diabetes. However, by keeping the hippocampus in tip-top shape, we can support this regenerative process, protecting our cognitive functions over time. Now, let's zoom in at the cellular level. The role of neurons and receptors. Neurons are the star players in the brain. They're the cells that process and transmit information, forming the foundation of our thoughts, memories, and actions. But they don't work alone. Neurons communicate with each other via chemical messengers called neurotransmitters. Imagine neurotransmitters as little messages that are sent between neurons to help them talk. For this communication to happen, neurons need receptors, specialized proteins on their surface that act like locks waiting for a key. When the right neurotransmitter binds to a receptor, it triggers a series of reactions inside the neuron. This is where the magic of brain communication happens, allowing signals to be passed along to other neurons. Now, this communication doesn't just occur once, it gets better with practice, thanks to something called long-term potentiation, or LTP. Long-term potentiation, the brain's learning engine. LTP is the process by which connections between neurons, called synapses, become stronger with repeated use. Think of it like your brain's version of muscle memory. The more you use certain neural pathways, like when you're learning a new skill or recalling important information, the stronger those pathways become. This is crucial for learning and memory. Without LTP, our brains would have a hard time adapting and retaining information. When neurons fire together frequently, the synaptic connection between them gets stronger. This leads to more efficient communication between cells and is the key mechanism for long-term memory storage. In other words, LTP is what allows us to take something we learned today and still remember it months or years later. But here's the catch: for LTP and neurogenesis to function properly, the hippocampus needs to be in good health. And that's where lifestyle comes in. Keeping the hippocampus healthy, lifestyle choices matter. So, how do we keep the hippocampus healthy and support neurogenesis? It turns out that a few simple lifestyle habits can have a major impact. Exercise, physical activity, especially aerobic exercise like walking, running, or swimming, has been shown to stimulate neurogenesis in the hippocampus. Exercise boosts the production of something called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a protein that supports the growth and survival of new neurons. Diet, a diet rich in omega-3 fatty acids, found in fish, nuts, and seeds, is great for hippocampal health. Omega-3s are essential for maintaining cell membranes and promoting neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to adapt and change. Sleep is critical for memory consolidation and brain repair. During deep sleep, your brain clears out toxins and reinforces neural connections made during the day. Without enough quality sleep, neurogenesis slows down, and the hippocampus suffers. Learning and mental stimulation, challenging your brain by learning new skills, solving puzzles, or even picking up a new hobby is a powerful way to support neurogenesis and enhance long-term potentiation. Remember, the more you use those neural pathways, the stronger they get. Stress management. Chronic stress can damage the hippocampus over time. High levels of stress hormones, like cortisol, can inhibit neurogenesis and shrink the hippocampus. Practices like mindfulness, yoga, or even deep breathing exercises can help manage stress and protect this vital brain structure. Diabetes and hippocampal health. It's important to mention that conditions like diabetes can have a profound impact on hippocampal function. Research suggests that type 2 diabetes may accelerate the shrinking of the hippocampus, potentially leading to memory loss and cognitive decline. This is likely due to the negative effects of high blood sugar on brain cells and reduced neurogenesis. However, there's hope. By controlling blood sugar levels through diet, exercise, and stress management, you can support hippocampal health and reduce the risk of cognitive decline associated with diabetes. The big picture: taking care of your brain for the long haul. The hippocampus may be small, but its impact on your brain and overall well-being is massive. It's at the heart of how we learn, remember, and adapt to new experiences. By understanding how neurons, receptors, and processes like long-term potentiation work, we can take actionable steps to protect and nurture our brain health. So, whether it's going for a brisk walk, learning a new language, or simply getting a good night's sleep, these everyday actions can help keep your hippocampus and your mind sharp and healthy for years to come. Thanks for tuning in. For more tips on how to keep your brain and body in optimal health, check out our link tree in the description. Stay mindful, stay healthy, and take care of your brain.